officials protesting. I support dialogue. I support let's sit and have a round table. But we should have given this 2-3 years to understand it. Yes, Ronnie.
I don't understand where the rebellion comes from.
They're saying they're just being ambushed.
The fact is that I for one, attended that meeting in Kampala, Serena. And the only case is that Dr. Lawrence Mulindwa, Alhaji Omar Mandela, and Brian Bohand of NEC FC stormed out of the meeting.
They protested.
They didn't confirm whether they won't take part in the new log format or not.
So why did they step out of the meeting? Why did they storm out?
Maybe they didn't give time because the communication was after Dr. Lawrence Mulindwa making his communication. He didn't wait for any response. He just
so what did he say? You were part of this. What did Mulindwa say exactly?
I think his case was about
time. Don't
time.
think, just quote him.
The case was about time. Maybe there has not been enough time for this league format for the
to be studied and understood.
To be studied. But again, you will ask, time has never been adequate for any football stakeholder.
Okay.
Just in the recent season, the 2024-2025, when the FIFA president mentioned that the league will be won on head-to-head, clubs were not certain about it. Yet these very clubs, the 16 participating in that league, had got circulars at the start of the season that the league will be won on head-to-head. But when these news broke out around mid-season, our clubs were all didn't know about this. So, number one, you would mention that time will never be adequate for any football stakeholder. But again, when you talk about the very many people maybe objecting to the new league format, are they not trying to predetermine results of what might happen at the end of the 2025-2026? Because when you look at what other benefits come with the league format, you think they are benefiting the pioneer stakeholders, that are the players and the clubs.
Okay.
We very well know one of the major problems of Ugandan club football is the money. When you talk about the new league format, it comes with 80 million Ugandan shillings cash to 16 of these clubs that will participate in the 2025-2026 Uganda Premier League season. Then after that, when you talk about the players, there are things in relation to locker room bonus.
Okay.
A club
so it's not about
pitch,
money?
Wins the game.
Is it about money?
Not money.
It's
but I, for
football.
one, I'm thinking anything that brings money to Ugandan club football is a plus.
But where have you seen this format in the league played, Coco?
It shouldn't be anywhere. It shouldn't be anywhere.
No, because you want to understand, and Ruben, that we've been in Egypt, we've seen this work, so we want it to work here. Where have you seen this format work?
Exactly. Perhaps this is a new innovation. And maybe if we are the first to use it...
Teach us how to use it. Don't implement on us by force.
Where's the rocket science? Because these clubs are going to be playing
exact games. This country. Because my name is Dr. Mulindwa.
When you look at the benefits of this league, you can talk about the competition, number one. We very well know players in the Uganda Premier League play lesser games, only 30 when you compare to other different leagues, maybe locally and also in the international scene. But you're guaranteed when a team that is going to win the Uganda Premier League season, the new format, has to play around 35 games. That is more competitions to the players. That is more exposure to these players. But also, when you talk about the Uganda League in the past 10 years, it has been dominated by around only 3 clubs. That is Vipers, perhaps that has won around 7 league titles. Bring in KCC and maybe a Sevilla. Perhaps FIFA is looking about something of not over-dominating this league. We shouldn't be France, whereby Paris Saint-Germain has won 8.
Olympically won 10 or 11 consecutive.
You know.
So even England, somebody won 4 in a row.
The league is somehow being monopolized. But when you look at the new league format, it somehow gives other clubs chances to compete for the league title. Because when you look at what will happen in round number 1, it's a start of when you kick the ball on match day 1, you're competing, either you're competing for the league or you're being relegated. So from the, I think there are more benefits. Where many stakeholders won't want to add up to this is just about the timing. It is very okay, but I've talked about it. Time will never be adequate to any football stakeholder. It will never.
Okay, Joel and Ruben and Coco would love to understand. Now that you went to that press conference, Mandela has been part of this football for the last 3 decades, and he has injected a lot of money in football. The same applies to Dr. Lawrence Mulindwa and many other stakeholders. So once the stakeholders walk away, there's a problem. There's a problem, Baroni. You don't expect, if Joel walked off this set, either there's a bomb scare here or somebody, so it's not good for him to stay with us here. So let's look at why did Dr. Mulindwa leave? Why did the Alhaji Omar Mandela leave or storm out of that meeting? There's big stakeholders, and why is it that nobody is bothered? Maybe the ploy you have, you and your colleagues, is just to take the other teams out of the league. Maybe that's the agenda.
Molinda mentions they came into that meeting when FOFA had already had a decision because initially, a week before the final meeting, it was mentioned that the other sections in the competitions reforms were being finalized, talk about the player licensing, maybe the goat collection and so, but the only case was around the new league format. That had to be concluded on that day. So when Molinda storms out, he mentioned that FOFA had already came with a conclusion. In the meeting, they didn't.
So did you hear him say that?
But when you pick from the other 13 club chairpersons, because only 3 stormed out of the meeting, but talking about the 13 who are majority, who assented to the new league format that it has to be played in the next season. So what is going up in these chairpersons or representatives of all the different 13 clubs? They ascended to the league. Maybe they are sending a lot of benefits.
Intimidation.
And perhaps, why is it Vipers?
We shall delegate to you. You have to accept to agree to this.
Mike, why is it Vipers that is maybe luring the others?
Because they are stakeholders. They even have a stadium.
I had a discussion with one of the 13 club chairpersons that consented to the league format that it should be played. And he was saying, in his words, that also got a call from someone luring him to be against the new league format.
Okay.
So it's either way.
So which someone is that? Is it Coco? Is it Ruben?
Perhaps someone who has won the league title in 7 of the last 10 seasons. Because certainly because they have dominated this league. That was from a club chairperson.
Okay.
Who said that one party is also pulling us this side to make sure that we don't consent